Coming up in your EPFA news update tonight. Lockdowns across Europe start to reduce. We catch up with EPFA President Donald Byrne and ask, is the return of power chair football any closer? We congratulate some of the new league champions from some of our members who have brought their leagues to a conclusion due to COVID-19. We hear from the new Scottish Power Chair Football Association chairperson and about the new board following the recent AGM. Friend of EPFA, the Football for All Leadership Programme. We find out what will happen this year in COVID-19 times. UEFA Ambassador John Collins sends a message to our Next Generation Experience participants that he enjoyed meeting last year. And finally we will hear from EPFA's new technical director who was announced to the post last month. Across Europe, restrictions and lockdowns have been reducing, with businesses starting to open up again, with social distancing becoming the new normal and the return of professional sport, albeit behind closed doors. But what about power chair football? Here is Donald Byrne.
Well, it's been a very difficult time over the last 3 months for our sport, as it has been for all sports. We welcome the relaxation of the lockdowns across Europe as a sign of hope that things are finally starting to improve. But we would also urge not to move too quickly too soon, that we move forward with caution. We still have a very vulnerable and high risk number of players in our groups. So we continue to ask that people follow the guidance and advice of the health authorities, the sports bodies, the national football associations, and eventually we can look at a return to play for power chair football that is safe and how that will look. At the end, confidence will be the key, that players, coaches, families can be confident that power chair football can resume as safe as possible. We also need to remember that across Europe, lockdowns and the relaxation of the lockdowns have happened and are happening at different times. So power chair football may return in some countries before it returns widespread across Europe.
Across Europe, members have been making decisions on their COVID-19 interrupted leagues. Some have decided to cancel their seasons. Others have declared their league winners from where they stopped playing. In Denmark, Aarhus Rolling Devils reclaimed the title from BSF. In Scotland, Tayside Dynamos added the league title to their League Cup success. In England, the EPFA decided to use a points per game calculation, with West Bromwich Albion retaining their title. We caught up with Chris Gordon and asked him what it felt like to win the league without having completed all the matches, and when he thought power chair football might return.
Obviously, we're delighted to win our third title. It's not the way we'd have liked to have won the league, but I think under the circumstances, it was the right thing to do. The clubs voted to end the season on a points per game system, which obviously gives us promotion and relegation and gives all the clubs a fresh start going into next season. So we're all looking forward to getting back to power chair football. Hopefully that'll be sooner rather than later. I think realistically we're gonna struggle to get back playing competitively before the end of the year, but hopefully we can get back training with our clubs and we can get the sport back underway soon. Hope everyone stays safe.
Once again we go back to Scotland to hear about their recent AGM and new board appointments in the Scottish Power Chair Football Association. Let's hear from the new chairperson.
Hi, my name's Craig Peaty. I'm the new chairman of the Scottish Power Chair Football Association. As you might have seen at the weekend, we recently held our AGM. This has resulted in a new board. We have myself moving from vice chairman to chairman. We have Peter Maguire coming from Glasgow Gladiators into the role of vice chairman. We have Sam Judge stepping up as treasurer, Michael McKenzie coming in as secretary, and Jordan coming in as an independent role. Everyone at the SPFA is looking forward to football returning when safe to do so. As much as we're gutted that some of the events that we had planned this year haven't gone ahead, we understand the reasons behind, and we'd just like to say we're very much looking forward to football returning and showcasing Scottish football both nationally and internationally.
EPFA and the Football for All Leadership Programme have had a great relationship, sponsoring Lewis McConnell, Kieran Burns, Owen Swift, and Brad Bates. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, this year will be different. We ask Jose to explain more.
In fact, this year it will not be possible for us to deliver the Football for All Leadership Programme. The program will be back by October 2021. However, the good news is that for this year, more precisely during the months of September and October, we will be conducting a series of online webinars. These webinars will be open to everyone and will address different topics within the domain of football and disability. From our side, we'll keep you updated about all the news and developments concerning these webinars, and we are very much looking forward to seeing the PowerChair football community participating in these webinars and engaging with our expert speakers. In the meantime, keep safe and best wishes from Lisbon.
One of the highlights of last year's events was the Next Generation experience held in Scotland. UEFA ambassador John Collins came along to try PowerChair football for himself. The event was due to happen again in August this year but has been cancelled due to COVID-19. John Collins sends his best wishes here.
Hello everyone, I hope you're all safe and well. Just thinking back to last year's fantastic event in Largs, where I thoroughly enjoyed meeting you all and participating in the event. Such a real shame that it's been cancelled in August this year. But the most important thing is you all stay safe, and fingers crossed you can get back playing football soon. Take care.
Finally, EPFA made an appointment recently of their new technical director, Milton Tuttle. Here is Milton to tell us what he is already working on.
Hi, my name's Milton Tuttle, and I've just recently been selected to be the new technical officer for EPFA. Some of the things currently working on and want to bring to my position in the sport. We're reviewing and updating the laws, technical specs for chairs and equipment. Part of what hopefully I can do is give you guys a little more of a voice as well, and we'll keep moving this sport forward.
Until next time, from EPFA News, stay safe.